The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Got it? 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey. Hey, Echo. Ready?
Now Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Topper. Get it.
Here's the 2nd and 7. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 15. Check 8 alpha. Watch twins.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Go. Hey, high 7.
Off play action. Vance nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go then. 60 or. Any weapon. Roll out. Watch the whip. Look. Squeeze.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vance. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. 51 Mike. Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on first down. Vance. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Check 56. Stay with your man. 25. Check 25. Check 25. General West. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, Haywood.
Off the play fake. Vance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Bravo. Go. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Record. And ready.
From the gun on third down. Vance. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Completes it to Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I got you. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 53 Mike. Check. 50.
On first down, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
65. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 36.
They'll run on first down. Smith, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yellow. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Yellow. 15. 53 the mic. 53.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Watch the slant.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the run. Now. Come to me, it's me. 40's Mike. Too little, Captain. Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Vance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw. Vance. Throw left side complete. It's Webb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Team 6.
On first down, it's Taylor. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Vance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Slip.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Set. Switch. H3, 218. Chopper. Flare. Check 9. Kill.
Yo, go going.
Check 24. Check 3.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mahomes firing complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
Spons. No. SOS. Check three.
Hey, 15.
He's coming. We got double up. Check three. Watch out.
Right side.
They'll try the left side. Akers, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right here.
Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Yellow.
56. 3 bud. Show it up. Bang. Rush in.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Lucky. Alert 3.
Now a give right side. Akers. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Vance, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow.
Check 53 is mine. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, 43.
Check, check. Fresno. 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 Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,